Welcome to all the viewers at home watching live streaming YouTube. This is the Rotax South African National Challenge. This is the first of 4 in 2022, and the Cape Town Killarney racetrack has got the pole position, so to speak, for our nationals this year. So we're here in Park Ferme. We've had unbelievable weather. It's rained for 90 minutes yesterday, and then it cleared up and it rained again last night, and that plays havoc on the track because every time there's a bit of moisture, it takes the rubber off the track, the drivers are losing grip, and so it's going to be a very interesting day today. They
slow the tram lines, the lights go off and away they go. Make their way down into turn number 1. It looks like it is it Danks or Beaumont? They'll try and pick it up as they work their way up into the 180s. Into the 180s they go and reel around already. There's jostling for positions up front. Lovely aerial shot there as they work their way out the 180s. Up towards us. Here they go. And it looks like it's Keegan Beaumont. Michael Danks has dropped down a position or two. So young Aiden leading out. Aiden leads out. Danks is in third. Looks like it could be Patel that splits them as they make their way up over the line. Across the line, it's Aiden Beaumont, Taylor Patel, Michael Danks, Rafael de Silva, Matthew Roach, Christian Veal, Rafa de Souza, Johan Nolte, Emma Darling, Santiago Frade, Franco Gibbard and Matthew Shuttleworth. In picture there, we have young Aiden Beaumont. Beaumont with Taylor Patel right up there on his back bumper. You cannot afford to make a mistake here as they work their way up towards Bosfreight corner. And already having a look up on the inside is Patel. Michael Danks needs to get a little bit closer. Danks has to work hard. You see him there in that Dayglow yellow colours there in P3. Patel pushing the back of Aiden Beaumont. Aiden Beaumont, absolutely no stranger to this circuit whatsoever, the local lad. And he knows every little nook and cranny of this circuit as they work their way now out of holes. There you see on screen the Aiden Beaumont leading out 47.1 seconds, not too shy of a very good lap time. And they work their way around now. Danks getting a bit closer to Patel. Now he creeps up onto the back of Patel. There's about 5-6 carts in it. And they're all chomping at the bit as they make their way down towards Bosfreight Management Corner. Into the right hand, down into Golf Club. They'll come out there past the Rotax shop and make their way through towards the kiosk. Beaumont acutely aware of the fact that Taylor Patel's right there behind him, and they're pulling away slightly from Danks. Danks has got his hands full there with Rafael de Silva. De Silva has a look up on the inside. Danks keeps the door firmly shut in his face. Behind them, Matthew Roach, Christian Veal, De Souza and Nolte, all in it to win it at the moment as they make their way through the 180s. Well, having a look at Beaumont, he's starting to up the ante. He's pulling away there from Patel. And Danks gets a good drive out of the 180s and gets a little bit close to the back of Taylor Patel. Can he get closer? Well, they're down into Golf Club. Lots happening up behind them. Looks like Roach and De Silva also trying to make moves. Beaumont in the meantime decides he wants to check out. Can Danks get that much closer and perhaps do something going down into holes? Danks looks up on the inside. He's not close enough to mount the challenge on Patel. There you see them going to holes, work their way around up towards the 180 complex. Still young Aiden Beaumont leading out. Taylor Patel has Michael Danks up behind him. Right up behind him is Rafael de Silva. And not too far behind him is Matty Roach. So Beaumont leads out. Patel holding sway on second there. Can Danks get closer and mount the challenge as they work their way up towards Bosfreight corner? Not close enough. They're literally nose to tail as they work their way through. Danks looks like he could have been past. He is. It looks like a Rafael de Silva. Rafael de Silva gets through. Going down into Golf Club. Took a chance and it paid off. Now he chases his way down. And he's feeling a bit racy. Oh, nearly collision there with Taylor Patel. So Rafael de Silva feeling very racy at the moment. Is there the meat in the sandwich there between Taylor Patel and Michael Danks. Danks cannot be too happy with this. He'd like to be at the front end of the circuit. But at the front end is his friend and foe, Adam Beaumont, pulling away. But keep an eye on Rafael de Silva. He looks up on the inside and slots up on the inside of Golf Club and gets past Taylor Patel. So de Silva moving up and finds his way up in second. Young lad is pedaling hard and trying to get away from Patel at the moment in time. Can Danks possibly pull a maneuver there on Patel? As having a look there at de Silva going defensive. Rafael de Silva has got Patel and Danks up behind him. Right up behind Danks is Matthew Roach. Matthew would like to also join the party. But a fair lead there from Adam Beaumont. He's got about a 2.5 second lead now over Rafael de Silva. So Adam Beaumont ticking all the boxes. De Silva trying to stave off the attentions there of Patel and young Michael Danks. It's a grueling race. We've still got 7 laps to go. It's anybody's game. They're just not going to reel that man out front. Adam Beaumont is doing a sterling job at the moment. So they work their way down into holes. And, well, keeping an eye on that one, that de Silva goes defensive. Make sure Patel is in front of him. I think possibly Danks missing out an opportunity as Patel went wide. You tend to follow him and not look at the inside door, but that's racing. And still, de Silva leads out from Patel and Danks. Not too far behind Danks is Matthew Roach. Matthew Roach coming under fire there, but trying to keep the door firmly shut in everyone's face. There you see that big pack. Behind Roach is Christian Verheul, Rafael de Souza, and Johan Nolte and Emma Darling. They're all in it. Have a look at this high-speed chase as they go through the King down the start-finish line. And de Silva has his hands full there with Taylor Patel and Michael Danks. Look at the rest there. There's a little bit of jostling for positions as they go down into holes. And having a look at that next crowd working their way through. Have a look at that. Matthew Roach, Christian Verheul, Rafael de Souza, Johan Nolte, Emma Darling, all in there. Some fine scraps that are taking place on the circuit as they make their way down to Boss Freight Management Corner. All working their way through. A little bit of jostling for positions. And into Golf Club. Past the Rotax shop up towards the Kiosk King. Work their way through the King. You see the crowds hanging over, egging their riders on. And still, Adam Beaumont leads out. He's got 4 laps to go. Got a 3.9 second lead over Taylor Patel with Michael Danks, Rafael de Silva. And up behind them, Matthew Roach. You see that second group, Matthew Roach, Emma Darling, Johan Nolte and Rafael de Souza. So de Souza going backwards slightly there. But nonetheless, some red hot racing coming out of all these karters out of the Micromax group at the moment. Well, your leader, Adam Beaumont, already down into Boss Freight Management Corner. And keeping an eye there on the rest of the drivers. Michael Danks once again up behind Patel. So we lost de Silva, who's gone down 2 places. He must have made some sort of mistake and afforded Patel and Danks to come through on him. So plenty happening out there at the moment. Your leader, you see him coming out of holes. See the rest of the crew going into holes there. Taylor Patel leading that group out with Michael Danks sitting up behind them. Up behind Danks sits Matthew Roach and Rafael de Silva. Young Matthew Roach doing a sterling job here. Got into his karting not too long ago and showing some fine form. There your leader, Adam Beaumont, goes into Boss Freight Management. Here comes Michael Danks tapping the back end there of Taylor Patel. Matthew Roach holding off Rafael de Silva. The old crew go in there and it looks like, is that de Silva squeezing through on Roach? It is. So de Silva squeezes back past Roach and finds himself back in the top 4. Is he going to be able to do something? We've got 2 laps to go. 2 laps in this lovely heat as we have a look there at holes. You see the whole stream of karts work their way around there, chasing the leader. Michael Danks is sitting up there behind Taylor Patel. He's going to try and pull the pin. Will Patel afford him a little bit of space? There's your leader going on out of the King, but here comes Patel. In picture at the moment, Adam Beaumont leading out. Taylor Patel has got Michael Danks up behind him. Is Danks close enough to mount a challenge? I think not, but right up behind him there's Rafael de Silva and Matthew Roach. Roach having a look on the inside of the 90-degree turn, but there's no space. The Silver keeping that door firmly shut in his face. So they roll around past the Kiosk King, Matthew Roach. And Rafael the Silver having a right Royal Rumble. The last lap board comes out. Last lap board. Patel holds off Danks. And Roach and the Silver having a right roll scrap of it up behind them. Patel. And then Danks, the Silver and Roach work their way through with your leader Aidan Beaumont making his way down towards Boss Freight Management Corner. The leader works his way through. Here comes Danks. He's looking for a way through. A lovely aerial shot there as they go into Golf Club. Is there place for him? It looks like Aidan Beaumont's done enough as he works his way around. It's checkered flag time in the Micromax heat number 1. And young Aidan Beaumont will take it. He'll take the win. He'll bank it, that's for sure. And he'll be followed there by Taylor Patel and Michael Danks very closely. Followed by Rafael de Silva. And no, Emma Darling goes up into 4th. Oh, it looks like Maddie Roach and Rafael made a mistake because Jan Nolter's in 5, followed by Matthew Roach. And then Christian Vielle, Rafael de Souza, Santiago Frado crosses the line. We just wait for Matthew Gibbard and Matthew Shuttleworth. Well, some fantastic driving from these youngsters and young ladies.
Here I have Emma Dowling in her CRG all the way from Gauteng. Emma, I know that I interviewed up in Swartkorps the last time. You've grown a lot since then. How are you enjoying the travelling and the new track down here in Cape Town?
I like the track in Cape Town. It's nice and flat, and you can get so much speed down the straights and stuff. But it was a really good race last time with no tape.
And you enjoy going fast, don't
Yes.
you? You've just come 4th. Was that the plan?
Yes, top 5 was my plan, and I came 4th, so it was really good.
That's brilliant. Well done. Congratulations, and all the best for heats 2 and 3.
Thank you.
Well, Aidan Beaumont, in your CRG, your local boy, you made that look so easy. Congratulations. What was the trick?
Try to be as most consistent as possible and try pull a gap.
And you did that right from the beginning. What was your technique or your advice from your dad going into turn 1?
Just cover the inside line and you will win.
And that's exactly what you did. You take advice very well. The track, you enjoying this track? And the weather and the conditions?
Yeah, yesterday was a bit fun in the rain, but today is also very fun.
Okay, let's hope that your winning streak continues. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Right, here I am at pit exit onto the track. So it's the entry over here with the red fence. We've got the excited coaches and parents of the Micromaxes on track. There are lots of passing going on. And we're sitting here with the Mini Maxes, which is next on. Let's go through who's in pole over here. So it's 575 is Caleb Oerdendahl. Caleb is a national champ. He's missing at the moment. He's probably watching somebody he knows compete in the micro match. The second online is a 577 Keegan Beaumont, which is fantastic because he won Heat 1, so this is going to be an exciting heat for him. Then we've got 510, which is Travis Minge in 3rd. He's been consistently 3rd, Heat 1 and now Heat 2. And we've got 540, which is Matthew Chiwara. There's a dark horse. Hey, Matthew, all the best. Well done. Then we've got 548. 548 is Jordan Wadley. Wadley is old hat at this, so he's going to be in the zone, getting his groove on, and we wish him well. And over here we've got 546, Adam Kaji. Adam, all the best for this heat. Congratulations on 6th on the grid. Well done. We've got 593, which is Keegan Martin. Keegan Martin is a South African champ. He's been to world champs and he's a phenomenal racer. He's going to be hunting down the guys ahead of him and sitting in a surprising 7th position. Now we've got 579 in 8th, and that's Richiel. So this is Spice. Hey, Spice, you need to come see me after the heat. I want to have a word with you. Not like you to be an 8th, but good luck, my boy. And let's go off because it's getting really loud now.
The lights go off and we go racing. Down towards holes. Keep an eye there on Matty Roach. He would have had the whole shot. He was at the front of the pile and he works his way through up towards the 180s. Roach leads. Beaumont there in second. Nolte third. Roach reveling in this opportunity to lead out of field. Can he keep the likes of Rafael de Souza, Beaumont and Nolte and de Souza up behind him? As our drone takes off to get some drone photography coming out there past the Rotax shop. It's going to be Matty Roach. Up behind him is Beaumont. Up over the line they go. It looks like Rafael de Silva. It looks like Aidan Beaumont got penalised the back of the field. So it's Rafael de Souza sits up there in second place. So Matty Roach still leading out into the 180s, works his way through. Hits the right-hander down the back straight up towards Boss Freight Management, now up on the inside. It's Aidan Beaumont that sits there. Aidan Beaumont takes the lead, 676. I was going to say, I recognize the cards. So Aidan Beaumont out front of Matty Roach. That's Beaumont leads out. Matty Roach in second. 636 of Johan Noltes in third. Rafael de Silva in fourth. The timing frame a little bit out of sync there. And coming through, looks like Beaumont's transponder might not be working as he leads out. So possibly had a bump somewhere and has dislodged his transponder. So his transponder not working, but definitely Aidan Beaumont leading out. Beaumont in the front, Roach second. Roach gets his head down as he tries to stay up front there with Beaumont. Third place is Johan Nolte. Then Rafael de Silva, then de Souza, then Viel, then Danks. Danks would like to be a lot higher up. But still Aidan Beaumont leading out. I don't think Beaumont's transponder is registering. Unfortunate. But visibly he is on the circuit and he is leading out. That has been confirmed by virtue of his number. So young Aidan Beaumont makes his way out of the 180s. Down the back straight. And Matthew Roach has got a bit of trouble. Stays middle of the road. Doesn't allow for Nolte to come through. In the meantime, Beaumont's getting away. Roach needs to put foot down to the metal to try and stay there with him. But in third place, Johan Nolte, Rafael de Silva and Rafael de Souza all there. All in it to win it. Beaumont leading out. Beaumont makes his way up towards the 180s. Closes in. And Matthew Roach trying to keep the door shut there. Takes a defensive line and works out. Keeps looking over his shoulder. You spend a lot of time looking over your shoulder there. You need to look ahead of you. As he sees what's going on. Runs the middle of the road. Defends his line. And Johan Nolte getting a little bit frustrated, wants to get away through there. But Matty Roach wants to hold on to that second place. Well, he's quick. He's not hanging around, that's for sure. But as he holds up Nolte, it brings de Silva into the picture. And Rafael de Silva is going to be pretty quick as well. He showed early on today that he's got what it takes. So they work their way out of holes now. Out of holes up towards the 180s. And your race lead at the moment, Aidan Beaumont. Second, Matthew Roach. There we go. Up on the inside goes de Silva on Nolte. And I said earlier on, keep an eye on de Silva. He's been pretty quick all day. So he just shows us as he works through the 180s and puts himself in third place. And now Matty Roach going to have his hands full because de Silva is not going to hang around. De Silva's hanging up on the inside. He wants to have a late break, and he does. He takes second place from Matt Roach. So de Silva moves up into second. And in the meantime, Aidan Beaumont's down the road in first place. But I think de Silva's feeling racy, and he might go and look for Beaumont as he pulls away from Matt Roach. As the leader makes his way down into holes. There's your leader coming out of holes at the moment. And there's de Silva with Matthew Roach. And, well, going into the 180s. I think that Beaumont should try and put the pin down and get away, because I think the silver's going to come looking for him. Quite frankly, I think that's what it is. You see the shot of young Adam Beaumont, your current race leader, as he makes his way down into Golf Club, and he's followed there by Rafael de Silva, Matthew Roach, and Rafael de Souza. Beaumont's got a fair lead, but whether he's going to maintain that lead is to be seen. De Silva gets on the gas and moves off early. Matthew Roach sits out there in third place. Up behind him, Rafael de Souza. De Souza looking up on the inside, but Roach closes up early and doesn't afford him the space to get through. So we just keep an eye on that one there. There we go. And Matty Roach has got his hands full there with Rafael de Souza up behind him. Rafael de Silva is trying to chase down your leader there, Adam Beaumont. Beaumont leads out. And Roach just taking that middle of the road there, keeping de Souza up behind him. And he's not too fretted about de Souza behind him, but de Souza this way, that way, trying to find a way through all the time now as they're up towards the start-finish line. Cross the line, they've got 4 laps to go. 4 laps left in it. Beaumont still leads out from de Silva. Roach takes a wider line, de Souza has a look, but there's no space. And coming through there, you see Adam Beaumont leading out. Takes the right hand sway and works his way down to Osfreight corner, down into Golf Club. Into Golf Club he goes. And de Silva up behind him, then Roach, then de Souza. The front 4 broken away from the rest of the field as they go past the Rotax shop. And, not affording anyone to allow them to come closer. Some good names down the line there. Jan Nolter, Taylor Patel, Emma Darling, Christian Vial. De Souza has gone down a bit. And Michael Danks down in 9th. He'd like to be a lot higher up. Why he's lingering down there in 9th position, only he will know. We should see him high up the field, but that is the nature of the beast. It's kart racing. So it's just one of those things. Well, de Silva is up the road. Matthew Roach has now got Jan Nolter up behind him. So we lost de Souza a little way down the line. So Jan Nolter there now pushing. And going to see if he can work his way through. Nolter has a look there at Roach. Roach closes the door on him. And this is a lovely squabble. Up behind them there, 3 carts. Taylor Patel, Emma Darling and Christian Vial. All in it. Nice to see more of the Toyota Academy carters out there. Working their way through now into the 180 complex is your leader, Adam Beaumont. Second place man, Rafael de Silva. Third place man, Matthew Roach and Jan Nolter. Coming out of the 180s. With your leader already making his way down towards Bosfreight corner is Adam Beaumont. Then it's Rafael de Silva. Here comes Matty Roach keeping Jan Nolter at bay. Not too far back is that scrap with Taylor Patel, Emma Darling, Christian Vial and Michael Danks. Danks starting to up the ante, trying to work a bit of respectability back into his race as we see the leader make their way down. And the last lap board goes out for the leaders. Adam Beaumont leads out with Rafael de Silva second, Matthew Roach third, Jan Nolter, Taylor Patel, Christian Vial, Emma Darling, Michael Danks, Rafael de Souza and Santiago Frado making up your top 10. As your leader works through the final 180, makes his way down towards Bosfreight corner, is a young Adam Beaumont from Strive Racing. Hits that right hander, goes down late on the brakes into the Golf Club corner, works his way around. A beautiful aerial shot there from our drone from DT Film Services. And coming up now towards the kiosk kink is young Adam Beaumont. He'll take this checkered flag with both hands and bank it, that's for sure. Checkered flag time. Adam Beaumont, Rafael de Silva, Matthew Roach, Jan Nolter. Jan Nolter gets a bite of Roach. Taylor Patel, Christian Vial, Emma Darling, Michael Danks, Raf de Souza, and Santiago Frado, followed by Shuttleworth and Gibbard.
I've got Rafael de Silva. My goodness, you've had a mixed race day today. Heat 1, there was an oopsie down in Golf Club, and there was all sorts of things going on. heat 2, there was a red flag and you land up coming second heat 1, second heat 2. Am I getting it right, Raphael?
Heat one, I don't know what the position was. Heat 2 was second. Heat 3, I want to try get a pole position.
Okay, so depending on your times now for this heat, it's going to determine your position on the grid for the final heats of the day, yes?
Yes.
Okay. So Raphael, you've been around for a long time. How many years have you been karting?
Almost 4 years, so it's like 3 years. 2019, my Uncle Ronnie's birthday. I got my first kart. Then 2020, 2021, and then this year.
Okay.
So it's almost 4 years.
Almost 4 years. And through lockdown, you've persevered. Rafael de Silva, you're a champ, you're a star. Congratulations on your second position. All the best for Heat 3.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I got Taylin Patel with me from Micromax. Taylin, what a fantastic Heat 3. How exciting. You obviously, you were in the mixed top 3 and fighting for your positions. Where do you feel your kart had the edge?
Down the straight.
And what about the wind? Was that not messing you around a little bit?
Not really. Not really. It really wasn't. No.
Okay. And so, where do you think you lost your second to come third in the third heat?
I think in the 180s.
Okay, the tight things. All right. So the double 180s are really tough. And if you don't know the track very well, and you don't because you're from Gauteng, then it really is quite technical, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Taylin, thank you for your time. Are you happy with your national, where your results lie?
Yes, I am.
Okay. Is there anybody you'd like to thank?
I'd like to thank my mechanic Innocent and my coach Wesley.
Fantastic. Thanks for your time. Thanks for coming to chat to me. Hopefully we see you at the next national.
Okay.
Thank you.
Right, so we're out on circuit. Micromax heat number 3. Aidan Beaumont leads out over Michael Danks, Rafael de Silva, Christian Verheul, Taylor Patel, Emma Darling, Johan Nolte, Maddie Roach, Rafael de Souza, Santiago Frado, Matthew Shuttleworth, and work their way through the circuit. Your leaders now currently going into the 180 complex. That's Aidan Beaumont being tracked there by Michael Danks. Danks is under attack there from Taylor Patel. So Aidan Beaumont leads out. Ken Danks Patel coming out very quickly, getting good drive out of the second 180. Looks up on the inside at Danks, and Danks keeps the door firmly shut in his face. But this time it looks like Patel was trying to work his way through. Danks not affording him any opportunities as Aidan Beaumont leads out. See Beaumont there with a healthy lead there over Michael Danks and Taylor Patel. Jan Nolte and Rafael de Silva, Christian Verheul, Maddie Roach and Emma Darling cross the line. So still it's Beaumont leading out. Patel looking up on the inside at Danks, and the door wide open. Danks just leaving it flung open. And Taylor Patel able to filter through. So now Danks has got his hands full. He's got to get past Taylor Patel. And Patel is moving along quite swiftly. Up behind them, Johan Nolte and Rafael de Silva are working their way through. So a whole gaggle of karters in search of second or third place. Michael Danks has to work his way through now to try and reel in Taylor Patel. Can he do something to the likes of that as they cross the line down towards holes? Patel holds sway there over Danks, and still Aidan Beaumont leads out. Danks having a look at Patel. Not able to get through. They touch a little bit as they go through the 180s. They're pretty close, almost too close for comfort as they work their way now up the back straight. There's your leader, young Aidan Beaumont. The Strive Racing kart making his way up towards Boss Management corner. Patel looks over his shoulder, sees Danks is right there with him. Into the golf club. Lots of jostling for positions up behind them as they make their way through. They've got 9 laps to go. 9 laps left in it. Coming down into the 180 is your leader is Aidan Beaumont. Taylor Patel holds sway there in second place over Michael Danks. Danks has got a bit of work to do if he wants to come back. Up behind them, we've got Rafael de Silva, Christian Veal, Yolden Alter, and Matthew Roach. Everybody on a high-speed train. Danks not able to get through on Patel. He's right there with him as they go down into Golf Club. Down into Golf Club, work their way around. Patel holding a tight line. Danks following suit. Sits up there behind him. Patel's got good drive through the kink. Makes his way up towards the start-finish line. Danks sits up behind him. He's coming at him at a good pace. Can he look up on the inside? No, he doesn't. Patel holds out. Patel still holding out. Goes slightly defensive. Doesn't afford Danks any space. Danks closes up, but there's no place for him to pass. And still, it's young Aiden Beaumont. Aiden Beaumont's almost checking out as he drives down into Golf Club. Patel looks over his shoulder. Danks is right there with him. Can Danks get through? There's your overhead view from the drone. And working through as they make their way through the kink. Past the kiosk and make their way up towards the start-finish line. Danks close enough. Willie, he doesn't pull out to make a maneuver as they go down into holes. So still Talon Patel holding out. Talon Patel still holding sway over second place over Aiden Beaumont. Beaumont is leading out. Talon Patel. Michael Danks sitting there in P3. Danks not showing any urgency to make a move, whether he's waiting till late in the race or not, but he's sitting right on Patel. But in the meantime, Rafael de Silva is getting a little bit closer to them. So if I were him, I'd possibly make a move and try and check out. But hey, who am I to say? I'm not the race driver. And Danks is very close onto the back end there of Talon Patel now. Will he make any move? No, he still stays there. Definitely not in a fighting mood today is Michael Danks, that's for sure. He just sits behind Talon Patel. And have a look there behind him. Rafael de Silva and Christian Veal getting a little bit closer. Well. This could start opening up pretty shortly. And in the meanwhile, Aiden Beaumont sitting out front, unopposed. He has got a gap of about 3 seconds. So he's pretty comfortable where he's got lots of breathing space. And up behind him, though, it's going to become a four-way tie pretty shortly. Talon Patel goes through. Michael Danks, Rafael de Silva, Christian Veal, all set up there behind him as they make their way down towards holes. Yeah, they're coming to holes now. You see they're getting all a bit closer. So it's anybody's game there now for third place or second place, because it's Talon Patel leading their group out. Michael Danks is just hanging around. He's not doing anything. You would expect him to do something. He's close enough to do something, but he just sits up behind Talon Patel. Now he drops up on the inside to change his mind. Down into Golf Club. Beaumont is down the road. He's checked out. He's put on the air conditioner and the radio and decided he'll just take a leisurely drive towards the end of the race. He's still got 4 laps to go. So the rest of the field follows suit. Down into holes. Patel still leads out over Danks. This time, though, have a look at De Silva. He's right there with Danks. What is going to happen? There we go. And De Silva's up on the inside of Danks. In the first 180, and he's going after Talon Patel. So Rafael de Silva, he's got his race face on, and he's decided, you know what, I'm up for it. He's chasing up on the back end of Talon Patel. De Silva right there with Patel. And he even has a look up on the inside of the Golf Club with Danks sitting there with him. Now, if I were Danks, knowing Patel's wants to move, I'd move up behind Danks and put pressure on Patel. But look at this. De Silva up on the inside of Patel. Is he going to make a move going into holes? No, Patel shuts the door in his face. They reel around out of holes, make their way up towards the 180s. This time De Silva has a look, and boom, up on the inside of Patel. And he says, thank you very much. Danks not affording himself the right line to get through there. And Rafael de Silva has moved up into second place. You've got 2 laps left, and he's going to have to try and reel in the likes of Aiden Beaumont, which I don't think he will do. but Rafael de Silva, coming from way back, has managed to work his way through. So doing a good job with this young Rafael de Silva, and see if he can get through. And going through there now, Rafael de Silva is still doing sterling work there, staying ahead of Taylan Patel. And having a look at this, Michael Danks has gone back another position, which means Christian Verheul has gone through. And keeping an eye there on the leader there, Aidan Beaumont. He's on his final lap. He comes out of Golf Club, makes his way through the kink. He's on the way to the start finish line. He's going to get the checkered flag. He's had a fantastic day of it as he makes his way to checkered flag. Checkered flag time. Aidan Beaumont. He'll be followed there by Rafael de Silva and Taylan Patel, Christian Verheul, Michael Danks. And then the rest of the field come through, Emma Darling and Johan Nolter.
Right, I've got with me Johan Nolts. He's a Kart 636 in the Micromaxes. How old are you, Johan?
9.
You're 9, and how long have you been karting?
2 years.
And are you still enjoying it after 2 years?
Yes.
That's fantastic. So did you start as a Bambino or did you start in Micromax?
Micromax.
Okay. So you've been doing micros for 2 years, so you're in it, eh? You are fighting. You've been fourth and fifth today. Is this a good national turnout for you?
Yes.
All right. You happy with your performance and the kart setup?
Yes, very.
Okay. So Johan, you're from Gauteng. How do you find the Cape Town track?
I don't know.
Is it very tricky or very fast?
Tricky.
Okay, well, if it's this tricky and you're doing so well, you're running in the top 6, that's awesome. Well done. Good national. We hope to see you in Joburg for the next one.
Okay.
Thank you. Thanks, Jan. Bye.
Right, so we're going to start the prize giving. First of all, I want to say to all the competitors, a hearty congratulations on a very fine Rotax first round national here in Cape Town. It's been a pleasure to have all the guys from our country to come and join us. Right, we're going to move on to the Micromax in 6th place. It's great to have ladies racing. Well done, Emma Darling. In 5th place, and he was there and thereabouts. Well done, Mr. Johan Nolter. Fourth place, a local lad. We had a lot of expectations on him. Nonetheless, he came 4th for the day. Well done, Mr. Michael Danks. The 3rd place, a great drive by him today. Well done, Mr. Taylan Patel. In 2nd place, a very impressive drive from this young lad. Well done, Mr. Rafael de Silva. First place goes to a local lad. Well done, Mr. Aidan Beaumont.